Hi everybody. This week has been an interesting week. We've had quite a hot week again. Actually, the weather's been unusually nice. For this time of year. So that has mean another change of food. So I've been having a lot more liquids this week. I found myself drifting back to smoothies. I've been having a lot of yogurts, low fat, and generally, it's actually made me feel quite. I don't know what the word is. It's kind of refreshing, not to be eating a full meal. Having the smaller meals, I think, has been a lot better for me because it has been so warm. The general thing, as I said, that I've been going for is the yogurts and smoothies. Come tea time, I have found that I am, maybe starting to get a little bit more hungry, so I'm having something with a bit more texture. Typically, I would have maybe a sandwich in this kind of weather, but I've really struggled with bread this last week. Don't know where that's come from at all. It's never been an issue beforehand. It just seems to be now I can't have bread, specifically white bread. I can have wholemeal, that's okay, but white bread I just can't have. I'm finding that when I'm eating it, I can feel it getting stuck, so I'm just stopping. I'm not even going to attempt, to even chew it up into even smaller pieces. I'm just not going to go there because I've had a stuck incident and I don't want one anymore. Plus, knocking white bread off the menu isn't going to be, a bad thing. So I'm happy just to leave it there. So again, obviously just looking at other food ideas. Couscous I've been having. Love it. Love couscous with a little bit of chili and, some tomatoes. Really, really nice. So there's so many different options that I've been able to go for. The only thing that I have struggled with though, although I have been having smoothies and yogurts, that side of liquids, when I have been out and I've needed a drink, I have found it difficult only being able to take small sips, especially when the weather has been as hot as it has been. Typically with me, I do like to have quite large, if I'm having a drink and it's really, really hot, I would like to have quite a lot of it. But at the minute, I've actually been unable to, which isn't brilliant. So obviously, off the back of that, I have just had to have small sips. It's not ideal, but obviously, when you have the band, you do have to take all these things into consideration. And only being able to have small sips of drinks, it is one of the things that comes with the band. It's something that obviously I am going to work with. I'm not gonna just completely dismiss it and try and drink more, because the last thing that I want to do is cause any damage to the band. So yeah, just coming up with some other ideas. So my kids love making ice lollies, so I've got some sugar-free juice. We've made loads of ice lollies. So now when it's getting really hot, I'll have a sip. If it's still not quenching my thirst, we'll get some of the ice lollies, and with them being, zero sugar, zero calories, really, really healthy, so I don't have to feel guilty about having them. Obviously, the children will have their chocolate ice lollies and, everything else that they're having, but I'm quite happy with mine. So that's really, really good. I'm really, really happy with that side of things now. We've kind of thought of a way to get around it. So that's been that. I have been doing a bit more exercise as well. I think last time I spoke to you, I was in the gym 3 times a week. That's still the same, although I am pushing my sessions a little bit more now. I'm finding for myself, I tend to go on the treadmill. I do like weights, and I've also started to go on the bikes. Out of the three, for me, I do prefer the treadmill. Just because you can kind of, go at your own pace, you can speed it up, you can, go slow if you want to do a cool down. So for me, that's been my kind of main focus whilst I have been at the gym, along with the weights. I'm increasing my sessions just more now. So I think last week I was doing around about half an hour, 45 minutes. I'm now doing an hour in the gym, and I'm quite happy actually, because although it is only an extra 15 minutes, but those extra 15 minutes pre-band would have, it would have been a lot, whereas now I'm not really feeling it. So I can tell that gradually I am starting to get healthier from the inside as well, and it's not just about looking at myself from the outside. I can now tell that things are, getting healthy inside, which is, the one of the main points of having the band anyway. So I'm really, really happy with that as well. In general, this week has been a really good week, and I'm glad that, coming up to the 3 month line, that this is where I am. At the beginning of the process, before we even went for my consultation, you do read a lot of stories, and there's the good, but then there's always, the negative ones, and that's always a worry, and especially when you're going in for surgery. You do kind of think, is it going to be worth it, because, a gastric band is still an operation at the end of the day. However, it's definitely one of the best decisions that I've made in my life, and, being where I am now, I couldn't be happier. I feel better on the inside. I feel as though I'm starting to look better on the outside. My mood has changed. My energy levels have gone up. Everything is going really, really well. So I'm so happy that I am where I am. Once I get this second fill as well, I'm currently on 3.5 in a 10 ml band. I'm not sure what I'm going to be put up to, but hopefully that's just going to, increase the weight loss even more. I'm really, really anxious to see where I'm going to be in another 3 months' time, because this journey is definitely one of the best ones that I have ever been on. So that's me done for this week. I'll speak to you all next week and let you know how my second fill went. So until then, I shall see you all soon. Bye bye.